Well, hello everybody. This is Susan and welcome. It is a beautiful Saturday morning after all the rain we've been having, and I'm in my front garden on the side garden, which I call the desert type garden in the background there. And to the front, I'm gonna go a little slower, don't want to get you all dizzy. This is where I enter into my Catalina courtyard, and we have this pot and that pot over there. I want to refresh and let it look really nice again with some sun-loving plants. And I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see what plants I plan to use. And what I'll do before I pick you back up after that is I'll put some soil in there, and then we'll show you me potting it up and planting some nice plants in there. Now I wanted to get a little different arrangement of plants, but I could only work with the availability that we had at the moment from the nurseries, and so I'm hoping the combination that I've chosen will turn out beautiful. So let me turn the camera around so you guys can see. Okay, so these are the assortment of plants. I don't know all of their names, unfortunately, but I'm sure you'll recognize most of them. I'm very familiar with foxtail fern. This one I can't remember, but I think it's something shrimp plant or something of the sort, if my memory serves me right. And then we have this one is a variegated leaf. It's beautiful. I love the coloration. It almost has that yellow cream with the green look. And then we have another fern. I can't remember the name of this fern, but it is a fern, and it tends to, I'm going to use it as a spiller. These are going to be sort of like, this one will be my triller, and these are going to be my fillers. So I'll explain as I plan it out a little bit more what I mean by that for those of you that don't know. That's usually the concept I use when I'm combining a lot of plants together. So this is the pots that we have here, elevated on some stands, and they have a bit of hint of blue. They're beautiful pots. I love them. And these are what we had in it. So this was my spiller, and I don't want to use this one again, even though it puts out a really pretty pink color, but I'm going to try and rescue it so I can put it somewhere else in the garden. And this one I'll try and rescue it because it's showing some form of life still. We'll see how that goes. But this one over here has more of a life to it, and I'm going to definitely save this one. So yeah, we're going to remove these. We're going to now fill these up a little bit more so we can get more soil in there, and then we'll pick back up from there as to me potting them up. So we've got some soil, and I've got my pebbles, and that's how we're gonna get started, guys. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we have filled in a little bit with some soil. And of course, when you press down, it will compact, but I don't want to compact it quite yet because I want to make space to plant the plants in. So I'm gonna put my thriller first, my top one, and then I'm going to, what I want to do, because of the entrance coming in here, I want to basically design it in a way that when you look at it, you're enjoying it from this angle. So I'm thinking of probably putting it here or here. So we'll see how it goes. Once I get the plant in, then I'll decide what angle I want to put it at. So I'm going to use this one first, and I'm going to take it out of this pot. It's pretty sturdy in there. Okay, so I'm going to see how deep I need to get this, and then I'm just gonna make space for it. think I might go just a little bit lower. Yeah. Yeah, like that. I'm just gonna step back and see how I like it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it there. I'm just gonna tuck some soil around it just to hold it where I want it. So my concept, guys, is to put one of each of these in here, and I want to have some color, and I want to have this as well. So I'm thinking I'll probably put this maybe on this side, put this over here, take this in the middle, and then use this as my spiller, like that. So I'm gonna see if I prefer to switch this around. Actually, I do like it. I do like it like that. But let me just switch it around and see. Sometimes you want to see the flowers. Before we see the fern. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it like that, because I think I would want to see the flowers before the fern. But then again, I'm thinking this and this is so close. Doesn't matter. Undecisiveness. This is what happens when you like both ways, but you're still uncertain how you want to do it. Yeah, definitely. Definitely this way. So I'm just gonna take these back out and then plant them in there. So let's get this one in first. And she's in there. Well rooted. Look at that. Well rooted, guys. So I'm gonna just loosen up her roots a little. Just a little. Because what was happening was becoming root bound in that pot and it needed to get out. So yeah. And then I'm gonna stick this in there. Try not to disturb the roots too much. And again, remember, I always say look for the front, the back of the plant. So I prefer to have the shorter stuff to the front and the taller stuff to the back, like that. And because this is so tall and I don't want to cut away any of these, I'm gonna slightly tilt this. Like that. And then I'm going to put this plant in the center. It's falling apart, so hopefully you don't. Just going to take a little bit of the soil off so I don't have to dig so deep to get this in here. Again, I'm going to turn this to the angle in which I want it to have the front of the plant. And then I'm going to plant this one in next to it. That should be really nice. So I'm just digging naturally because the soil is soft enough for me to maneuver. And again, I'm gonna look, this looks like the best side of this plant. And I'm going to take the soil and just bring it around and fill it there. So while I'm working, as you notice what I've done, when I put my soil in here, I like to put it almost to the point where I need it. So when I'm planting, all I'm doing is taking the soil and maneuvering it around so that I'm filling in around the plant at the same time, and it saves me having to put the plants in and then find ways to fill in around it. I find this works really well for me, so that's what I do. So I'm gonna put in the last plant. Which will be our spiller, and it will grow nice and flow down over time, providing they're all happy with each other. Because some plants can be domineering. Some plants want to take up the whole pot. Some plants don't want to share. We talk about plants like they're people, but they do have their behavior, their patterns, and that's why we have to learn their habits and what they like and don't like, their environments and everything. So I'm planting all of these with hope that they all love each other, will share their space, and blossom into something beautiful. So for right now, it may not look that much, may not look like too much of anything, but it's going to turn out beautiful, guys. So I'm not going to put any more soil in here because I want to come now and I want to top it off with some of my gravel. So that looks good, guys. I may just trim one or two of these lower leaves just so that it's not resting too much on here. So let me just go in and do that. I think I should do that because I think this one is hanging too low down, and perhaps this one. So just want to free it up so that the plant will have its chance to have its space, and I may do this one as well. And this one. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, so now I'm going to go ahead and fill in with the gravel. So all I do is I just grab. If you're watching for the first time, this is what I do. Those of you that have been following me, I know you know this is my thing. This is my go-to. This is what I love. Some people don't like it, but this is what I love to dress up my pots whenever I'm done planting them. And what it does for me, it helps keep the soil moist. It also make it look more attractive and more pretty, you know, when you're finished planting it up. Okay, I'll trim this off because I don't like how that is. Yeah. All right, guys. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and plant up the other planter, and then we'll come back and show you the end result. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, it's all done. And so this is how it looks. Everything is doing well. I'm gonna leave these little pieces on here for now. I'm not gonna take them off. Just gonna let them finish up. But that's pretty much how it looks there and over on this side. So if I can step back a bit and just show you what it looks like there, which is nice. And we went ahead as well, guys, and planted up this plant here, which is going through its shock. As you can see, flowers aren't looking all that great. These are still doing all right. But I thought that plant was so pretty in that pot because it matches it so well with a little hint of pink that I decided to just do that at the same time. And so let me step back, guys, and show you the overall look. My husband's inside the pergola. If you see someone moving around, he's watering the orchids as we speak. And that's how it looks, guys, and I love it. I just feel like that pop of red against the brown wood structure, and then the green, it just really make it punch, give it a nice punch for that space. So overall, so far, I'm happy with it, and I'm just anxious to see it thrive and become lush and beautiful. I was quite busy, guys, while I took a break from the camera and planted these up. I'm going to show you what else we did. I'm going to try and rescue what we had, so I just tuck it into a pot, just left it there for now so it can trail down. So while we're watering, we'll just help that to boost back, and we can put it somewhere else in the garden. I also went ahead, that's just excuse that, that's all our stuff we've compiled and getting ready to sort out. On the front porch, guys, just watered all the plants, and I'm just extending this video to show you what I decided to do. Remember this beautiful plant that we planted up, this planter pot? I put that little elf in there, and it just looks so cute. I love it. But the plants are doing great, guys. As you can see, even to this plant, it's looking so much better. So much better. This seems to be doing okay. And I just redid this area, and it still needs a little cleaning up. I haven't cleaned up completely yet, but I wanted to show you that I moved my other Hoyas that was here because it was becoming too crowded for me. And I'm going to hang my other two that I had here and here. I'm gonna hang them where I'm gonna start keeping all of my Hoyas. So eventually I will move this one as well, but because it's not so overgrown, I've decided to keep it here, and I redid this. So I got these pots, clay pots. I was gonna spray paint them, but I said, you know what? It still sort of blends in with the theme because I have those kind of color in this area. So I didn't bother to do that. And so I got the pink leaf one to the green one that we have in that pot. And I got, again, like I said, I need to clean these up a little. I'm going to trim these up. I got the bromeliad, and this is a soft leaf one. Not sure what kind of flower, but it's going to be interesting to see. It doesn't like direct sun, it likes bright sunlight, so I'm hoping it'll thrive well here on the front porch. And I've got this one again, which is a Sansevieria. So I just put these in there. And I love the combination, guys. And then you put out little flowers on here. And then I did the same with this. This is a slightly different type from this one. They look almost alike, but they're slightly different. Because this one's got more of a, how should I, spotting like this, like you just taking a pencil and just going like this. And this one has more of a spotted, like dot, dot, dot type look to it. It's not much of a difference, but they're different. And we've got the same two other plants in here. So that's kind of what I did for right here now, guys. I like the Hoya concept here, but because the Hoyas was getting so long and getting really too much there for me, I don't like to have plants where I can't, that's extremely close to my front door that you can't see what's going on in it. And that's why I kind of move it there. You know, you have all kind of critters that likes to harbor amongst your plants. So I don't want to attract that sort of thing there too much. And then here is looking lush and beautiful. Gorgeous. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at this, guys. Isn't that beautiful? The leaves are getting so big and nice. And these are just like, wow. I mean, constantly. There's more coming up. It's doing great, guys. And it's loving it right here. The plant I had in this didn't survive. So I just put the bunny. The bunny was down there. I just put the bunny and elevated him. So he would love that little space there a lot nicer. And of course, we have this over here. And they're doing great. So that's it for this video, guys. I'm gonna take you back out to the initial project. But yeah, it was really nice to be in the garden today, guys. And with all that rain we've been having, oh wow. So yeah, it was just too much. Too much rain. We want rain, and then we get so much rain, and it's like one extreme to the next. We were suffering with the drought and the heat, and then we said, oh Lord, we need some rain, and the Lord sent the rain, and he sent it in big showers. I am forever grateful, but it's just a human nature. It's like one extreme to the next. But guys, the plants are looking beautiful. It's just the yard is a complete mess. Our gardeners are yet to come, and I can only imagine they're so backed up with the amount of work because the rain did bring a lot of leaves dropping and limbs and all sorts of stuff happening. So we're being patient, and I'm sure they'll probably schedule us in for this week to come in and get the yard looking nice again. I was hoping they would come today, but they didn't show, so just have to wait. So guys, I hope you have had a chance to get in your garden and make it a really relaxing, fun and pleasurable day to just de-stress and just embrace the beauty of all these gorgeous plants that's in your garden. And if you don't have and you want to do, just start with small little projects, and before you know it, you'll have the beautiful garden. This took years and years and years to get here, guys. It doesn't take overnight to get where we are today, and we are so grateful that we've had the opportunity to experience this, you know, and it's just beautiful to come out and enjoy this. Just listen to this. That's what I love. Just the chimes in the background, the breeze blowing, the peace and quiet. It's always great to come and be and share the garden with you guys. Thank you all so much for joining me again in this video and in my garden. And I hope that you've all had a chance to embrace the goodness that you have surrounding you. Block out all the negative, because we all have negatives in our lives. We all have, struggles. We all deal with some challenges and things in life, but we have to focus on what's good. We have to focus on the goodness that we have in our lives and let that blossom in our lives. So thanks again, guys, for joining me. It's been a pleasure as always. Love, 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 love you guys. Thank you all for joining my channel, all you new subscribers, and all you that have been following me and will continue to follow me. Thank you so much. Those that are still watching, have not subscribed yet, just click the button. And when you click the button, every time I post something, you get notified. Not that you want to watch it right then and there, but at least you know I have a new video, so you can catch up with us. Well, take care, guys. Bye for now.